Welcome back to CIA Declassified. Today we head deep into the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia. High above the town of Bluemont, behind electrified fences and armed patrols, sits a facility that officially doesn't exist to the casual traveler. It is a city beneath the stone, designed to outlive the apocalypse. This is the nerve center of the shadow government. This is Mount Weather. Mount Weather isn't just a bunker. It is a meticulously planned society waiting for the world to burn. The Mount Weather High Point Special Facility was established in the 1950s as a primary relocation site for high-level officials. A quote from a declassified COG directive dated 1954. In the event of a nuclear exchange, the preservation of the executive branch and essential functions is the highest national priority. End quote. The facility contains its own hospital, crematorium, and a radio station capable of broadcasting to the entire nation. The logs reveal that the facility is divided into Area A for administrative support and Area B for the actual underground survival complex. Mount Weather maintains a parallel legal system with pre-written executive orders ready to suspend the Constitution. The facility's computers are linked to the Flash Priority Network, ensuring it receives intelligence faster than the White House. A quote from Richard Pollock, an investigative journalist. Mount Weather is a self-contained world with its own laws, its own leaders, and its own vision for the future, end quote. The site includes a massive situation room where a surrogate cabinet conducts war games year-round. Supply manifests indicate that the bunker holds enough freeze-dried food to sustain 2,000 people for several years. The facility utilizes hardened communications designed to withstand the electromagnetic pulse of a hydrogen bomb. During the September 11th attacks, high-level congressional leaders were evacuated to Mount Weather via helicopter. A quote from a 1970s CIA internal memo: the continuity of the agency's intelligence flow must not be interrupted by surface hostilities. End quote. The mountain features its own water purification system, drawing from deep underground springs. Declassified maps show a network of tunnels connecting various storage bays designed to house the nation's most precious artifacts. Mount Weather is officially managed by FEMA, but the CIA maintains a permanent restricted wing within the complex. The logs include protocols for the final broadcast, a series of pre-recorded messages to be sent to the American public. Security at the site includes sensors that can detect a human heartbeat through several feet of earth. The bunker is protected by blast doors weighing over 30 tons. The facility has its own internal power plant capable of running for months without external fuel. A secret underground train was rumored to connect Mount Weather to other continuity sites in the D.C. area. A quote from Ted Gupp, author of The Big Black Book: the secrecy surrounding Mount Weather is not just about security, it is about the creation of a hidden hierarchy. End quote. The logs show that the facility is regularly updated with the latest satellite data on global weather patterns. Mount Weather is part of a federal relocation arc that includes Raven Rock and Camp David. The facility's air filtration system is designed to scrub out radioactive dust and biological agents. Internal documents mention Project Z, a plan for the total reestablishment of American industry after a collapse. The facility maintains a massive seed bank mirroring the Svalbard Global Seed Vault to ensure agricultural rebirth after fallout. A quote from a FEMA operational handbook. Personnel assigned to High Point must maintain absolute radio silence regarding entry codes and shift rotations. End quote. Log entries from 1959 describe the installation of television intercept capabilities, allowing the bunker to hijack any civilian signal. Mount Weather contains a specialized psychological stabilization unit for leaders suffering from the trauma of witness surface destruction. From witnessing service destruction. CIA gray books kept on site contain the contact information for every sleeper cell agent across the globe. If you look at the manifest of occupants and the declassified logs, you'll find that page 102 through 150 are nothing but black ink. The redactions hide the selection algorithms. Get ready for the theory of the Lazarus Protocol. Speculation suggests that Mount Weather isn't just a bunker, but a cryogenic vault where the CIA has stored the DNA of every president and agency director, ready to regrow the United States from scratch in a world without a sun. The black ink on those pages might be covering something even more selective. Some believe the logs hide a dark truth, the arc selective. The theory is that the CIA has already chosen which pedigree families from Project Monarch will be the ones allowed into the mountain, turning Mount Weather into the birth of a new genetically pure American ruling class. What if the redactions hide the sovereign serum? Speculation suggests that those entering the mountain are given an experimental compound to halt aging, and the black bars hide the medical results of the immortal elite. Some believe the redacted sections contain the Great Reset trigger. The theory is that Mount Weather isn't just a survival spot, but also contains a device to actively trigger the collapse of the surface world when the pedigree is ready to take over. Could the black bars hide the Akashic Archive? Speculation suggests that the CIA has a supercomputer at Mount Weather that has predicted the exact date of the end, and the redactions hide the final countdown. The theory of the replacement roster suggests that for every person in the mountain, there is a clone waiting occurring on the surface, and the redactions hide the transfer synchronization logs. Some speculate the redactions hide the underground UN. The theory is the leaders from all over the world have secret apartments inside the mountain, and the black bars hide the international blood pact signatures. What if the black bars hide the gravity anchor? Speculation suggests the CIA is using Mount Weather to experiment with anti-gravity technology to lift the entire bunker into orbit if the Earth becomes uninhabitable. Some believe the redactions hide the memory bank. The theory is that the CIA is recording the brainwaves of every American via satellite, and the black bars hide the data storage capacity for a virtual resurrection. Some speculate the black bars hide the phoenix seed. The theory is that the mountain contains an artificial sun that will be ignited to restart the planet, and the redactions hide the ignition sequence. Prepare for the rumor of the Galactic Embassy. Some theorists claim the black redaction bars cover floor plans for a high security level designed specifically to host off-world visitors during a global crisis. Could the black bars hide the Weather Weaver? Speculation posits that Mount Weather isn't named for its location, but for a machine that can control the atmosphere, and the redactions hide the storm generation logs. Whispers from fringe researchers suggest the black redactions cover the Kronos key. The theory is that the CIA has a time dilation chamber in the mountain, allowing years to pass inside while only days pass outside. What if the black bars hide the presidential puppet strings? Some believe the logs include a list of actors and body doubles trained to replace every major world leader, with the redactions hiding their authenticity training scores. Finally, a chilling theory suggests the black bars hide the empty throne. The speculation is that the bunker is actually run by an AI that deemed humanity obsolete decades ago, and the redactions hide the human termination logic. Was the Mount Weather Continuity Project a success? Structurally, it was a monumental success. The facility was completed on time and has survived 4 decades of geological and political shifts. However, socially, it remains a failure of transparency. The existence of a lifeboat for the elite while the general population is left to duck and cover has created a deep rift in the national trust. The Shadow Republic created more than just a hideout. It revolutionized how the state functions in secret as far as operational and technological breakthroughs go, such as decentralized command. The agency developed the ability to run a global empire from a single mountain peak. Hardened digital archives, the birth of high-density data storage capable of surviving intense radiation. Automated governance, the creation of computer algorithms that can execute legal orders without human intervention. And underground logistics, the science of maintaining a massive population in a closed-loop environment. Mount Weather is a reminder that the government you see is only the surface. Beneath the soil of Virginia, the Shadow Republic is always awake. Thanks for listening. Be sure to tune in next time when we examine Project Tally. The agency doesn't need to be on the ground to know where you are. We'll uncover the research into geographic intelligence. where the CIA uses satellite heat maps to track human activity through solid walls. Get ready for the theory of the thermal fingerprint. Speculation suggests that Project Tally isn't just about heat, but about a satellite laser that can read the unique heat signature of your DNA from space, making it impossible to ever hide, even in the darkest of basements. What if Project Tally is actually the global microwave? A dark rumor suggests the CIA is using these heat maps to calibrate an orbital weapon that can incinerate a single person while leaving the chair they are sitting in untouched. Join us for The Eye in the Heat. In the meantime, I'll see you in the archives.